Hi, this is your presenter Muhammad Sadiq from mycricketcareer.org. In this series of familiarization videos on my cricket career, you will see in this video clip how a player is registered in MyCC. Once a registered member launch the website mycricketcareer.org, this is the page that you see once it is open or once it is launched. The capability to register a new player or to enroll a new player, this capability is only with the registered members. So all a member need to do is he need to sign in by his account ID, MyCC account ID. Let me take one over here. So once the member is logged in, the simple and straight approach to register a player is to go to the teams and club and register a new player. So there is another capability, another feature that is included in MyCC. We will see this as well as the other feature to register players. So as you can see here, all the passed away players, Raman Laba, and the example that I'm going to take it, Phillips. See, our deepest condolence to those, even though these players passed away long back, but our condolences to these family members, and we pray that God give them strength. So to continue our registration process, so we will take like Phillips Joe Hughes. Basically, this form highlights about a player. So you have to fill the entire detail. It's like it's a biodata of a player, which you need to fill and enter it. So that way the system MyCC will give you a unique registration ID which stays lifelong. So entire your career, cricketing career or local cricketing career is captured against that particular ID. So Phillips, you have to enter his complete name, Phillips Joel Hughes. Then his short name, he was called like Hughesy. Usually like even Tendulkar, we call it Sachin. Sachin Tendulkar is called as Sachin. Similarly, like Afridi, Shahid Afridi is called Afridi, Amla. So these are the short name, the nickname basically, that is what you have to enter here in the short name. So the place of birth, that is the place where Philip was born, his birthplace. This is by default. As I have mentioned like earlier, it is just for the males right now at present. So as the requirement comes from the female cricketers, the provision will be enabled. So similarly, like you have given this provision for the date of birth. So as I don't know his date of birth, so but I know his age is around 25 years. So that way, either see, if you know precisely about the date of birth, it's better to enter date of birth. If you enter age of a player, system will later on ask one time to enter correct date of birth. And one more thing, based on the date of birth, the system will generate the registration ID. So let us say a player is born in 1972 September 09 and on 1st. So that way 0100, that will be his ID, registration ID, the system will generate for him. And as we don't know that date of birth, so we have given 25, so system will compute the past 25 years back, and that way it will generate a unique registration ID. So the nationality of the player, that is what you have to mention. Player is his position, whether he holds a captaincy, vice captain, or wicket keeper. Like Philip, he was a substitute as a wicket keeper as well. So that's why I have taken like a wicket keeper. If you know the email ID, it plays a very important role. Like whenever matches are scheduled, the team members who are mentioned their email IDs, they are notified via email. See, one of the capability of MyCC is to notify the players about the matches, and there are other benefits as well when you mention your email ID. So if you know your email ID, just you have to email ID, but this is not mandatory, as it is not mandatory. If the members, the registering member, he knows, he can enter this letter, and it has got a lot of it holds a importance as his profile, because there are alerts attached to it. Cell number, this is also good provision to include a member. So even the member who himself is registering, if he knows his members cell numbers, that way also he can communicate. Plates down, like what order, like he usually, like Phillips is in top order batsman, that is what is mentioned here. Specialized at, like he's a stylish batsman, or he is even you can mention if he is a hitter, you can mention hitter. What is his height? By default it is yes. And bowling style of the player, that is what you have to include, like a right arm, off break, fast, or all rounder. And similarly, like a batting style, like how he bats, whether it's left-handed or the right-handed, that is what you have to mention. If you know education, it's as I don't know, so I'll just enter like a BE, or but this is not Bachelor of, he has done if he's a graduate, you have to mention his graduation. And little elaboration about the player, like he's a substitute wicket keeper and stylish batsman. It can be elaborated as you go on. Once the member is registered, you can just elaborate the details. Once you enter all these details, all you need to do is create. So player added to the team, see 1991 07 13 blah blah blah. So this is what is the registration ID of Phillips that got generated. So once a player is registered, the immediate step after this is you need to approve or activate the player. See, once the player is, you have registered, all you need to do is you have to go back and you need to approve pending place. See, it is awaiting member approval. See, maybe the team might, the player might have decided to not to join the team, or he want to be like independent. So still the provision is there. Like once you go inside, see all the details are there, and all the mandatory. The red ones are the mandatory. You have to enter. See, if once you say drop a player, so that way the registered, the member who is like Phillips is created, his ID is registered with MyCC. So once you drop it, he will be opened. I mean, he will be lying in a pool. So whereon he can just go and join any team by composing message. He can just go and transfer himself to any team. So like as it is awaiting, once you save, it will be activated and he will be enlisted in the team. So let us go and see how exactly he looks like here. Administrate your players. See, we don't have anyone because right now Phillips is he's awaiting approval. So let us approve him and then he will be listed here. So once you go inside, save, that's it. He is successfully added. Now what you can, just to confirm, you can just go and see the administrate. See, the Phillips is shown here. Once you click, you can see there are more capabilities. Once a player is added, you can upload image. Then we will see how the image is uploaded in a separate video clip. But this is what is the entire biography of a player. See, if you have not added player's email ID, you can just go and add his contact cell number. And there are some additional features over here. Add, this is once you you want to elaborate about a player, you want to include his biography. What you can do is his players events basically. And you can use a sequence number. Place events in the sense you can define what events, what is his like measures that he has achieved, you can type over here, and that way it will just keep on incrementing. Like players, I'll say players major events, and just add. See, that way it will keep on increasing. It will keep, you can just maintain his major achievements, and that is what will be shown in his overall summary of the player. And this bottom portion, player perform well within a week, and it is like a self-governed, and you can publish about the player on the main bulletin. So we will see about this in other videos, but this is how you can add a player in MyCC. Well, as I mentioned earlier, like the date of birth, as we enter in the case of Phillips, his age as 25, and this is like what system is asking you to enter his date of birth, and it is mandatory and it is must, and it is saying like one time entry, and once you enter, that's it. It will like whatever you enter, it will not be asked later point of time. So this is all about like entering players. This is one approach where you will enter manually one by one, like 15-16 members for a registered members listing. And the another way that you have a provision given is in the fixtures or in this match scheduling, whereon you can schedule a match even though your 11 members team is not registered or enrolled, but you can schedule a match, and once you schedule a match or fix a match, then you have to go, like this is basically to schedule a match, and then you can go to already schedule a match with another team whereon the both teams don't have 11 members. So this is how what system is asking, register match playing 11 members, because system will not allow you to enter your scorecard or allow you to proceed. All you have to do is first is to enter your 11 members. See, the first player we added in this team is Phillips, so it is you cannot do anything. See, but these are the other members where you can just go and add. You have to enter the short name and the age of the player. See, similarly opponents. So that way all you have to do is the 11 members. Once you enter the 11 members, then you have to register. So system, what it will do is it will automatically register the 11 members based on the short nickname in the sense of the nickname and their age. Once it is entered, you will be given, the registered members will be given later on to just go and administrate. So what will happen is once you administrate, you will see all the 11 members over here what you enrolled, and then it is like one time entry. It's like a one time entry. You have to enter all the details, like the long name, its place of birth, and all this entire detail, the mandatory details need to be entered. So that way you will be having 11 members in your team with a quick feature by scheduling match. These are the two capabilities of registering a player. This is how you register players based on these two capabilities. And thank you for watching this video. Goodbye.